We always think that the big, important ideas have to be complicated. But sometimes the most amazing stories are hiding in plain sight, in things we see and use every single day. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret, and it's hidden inside a word you've probably said 1,000 times without a second thought.
So what's our mystery word? It's glove. Seems totally normal, right? Just a thing you wear on your hand. But I promise you, by the end of this, you're going to see it in a whole new way. So what could this big secret possibly be? Let's start digging.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Here's the standard definition from Wiktionary. It's exactly what you'd expect. A glove. It keeps your hands warm, or it keeps them safe. As simple as that. Nothing to see here. Or is there?
Yeah, seems pretty straightforward. Just information. But we're not just going to skim the surface here. We're going to treat this dictionary entry like a treasure map, because the most important clue isn't in the main definition at all.
So, every dictionary entry has the usual suspects, right? You've got how to say it, what part of speech it is, it's a noun, the plural form, and a few sentences showing how to use it. This is all standard stuff, just the basic facts. But we need to look past the obvious.
Right, but the real secret, the juicy part, isn't in any of that obvious stuff. Nah, it's tucked away where most of us never even bother to look. It's buried deep in the fine print. So let's scroll all the way down and see what's been hiding there this whole time.
Aha, and there it is. See that little section? Categories. It's basically just a way to organize words, like tags you'd use on a website. But one of these tags, well, one of these things is not like the others. And that's the clue we've been searching for.
All right, let's take a look at this list. We've got nouns, check, makes sense. Countable nouns, yep, 1 glove, 2 gloves. Clothing, of course. And then B850. Huh, what in the world is that? It's definitely not a type of clothing. It looks more like a code.
This is our mystery. This strange little tag, BE850, is the key to everything. It just doesn't fit the pattern, and that's usually where you find the most interesting stuff. So what happens when we look just a little bit closer?
And boom, a single sentence that just blows this whole thing wide open. B850 isn't some random code. It stands for Basic English 850. Our simple everyday word glove has a secret identity. So glove isn't just a word. It's a member of this super exclusive club, a word that was specifically chosen to be part of a very special system of language. But what is that system?
This is Basic English, and wow, what an idea this was. It was created way back in the 1930s by a linguist named CK Ogden. It's a stripped-down, super simplified version of English with a massive goal: to be a clear, simple tool for people all over the world to communicate. It's all built on a small, core list of words that were considered absolutely essential.
And when I say small, I mean really small. We're talking just 850 words. That's it. I mean, think about the hundreds of thousands of words in the English language. To be one of the chosen 850, that means a word is considered fundamentally important for getting an idea across.
In our humble little word, glove, it made the list. Can you believe it? It was seen as one of the most essential objects we need to be able to talk about. Not mitten, not gauntlet, but glove. It's a core concept, a key piece of the puzzle in this super simplified system. So, what was the point of all this? Well, Basic English had a massive goal. It was designed to be a global language, not to replace English, but to give everyone a simple, shared tool. Even Winston Churchill was a fan during World War II, seeing it as a possible way to build understanding between nations. It was all about creating a bridge.
And here's a perfect example of how it works. On the left, you've got this clunky, overly complex sentence. And on the right, the exact same idea but expressed using Basic English. It's just cleaner, way more direct, and so much easier for anyone to understand. That's the power of the 850-word list that our friend Glove belongs to.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Well, our little investigation into a totally ordinary word, glove, ended up uncovering this huge, ambitious project about how we all communicate. A project designed to try and connect the world to the power of simple, essential words.
And that kind of leaves us with a massive question to chew on, doesn't it? As our world gets more and more complicated, could the real answer to better understanding actually be found in making things simpler? It all started with a glove, but it ends with a question for all of us to think about.